Okay, so welcome to the market weekly outlook. And here we're going to do analysis on the next week. So to begin with, we're going to look at the fundamentals, the news, and economic events that are due to happen this week. And this coming week, we can see that this coming week is the end of July, but at the same time, we have the beginning of the new month. And as we know, the first Friday of the new month, usually there is the non-farm payroll news, which is news that usually has a big effect on USD. So you can see we have several high impact news this week from Tuesday, where we have the JOLT report, that is the job openings. And we have on Wednesday, we have the Audi has the CPI, the measure of inflation here. And we also have the same Wednesday, we have USD news, where we have the ADP non-farm. So this one here, usually it measures the number of people who are actually employed. So the job tells the job openings, and this one gives the number of people who are actually employed from every other sector except the farming sector. So you can see these news here. These are two consecutive news, and we expect that they will move different directions. So this one here might fake or give, and the next news will give we'll make the correction and continue with the trending. But also when we reach, you can see we have the FOMIC statement also. And on Friday, we will be having the NFP. So we have a very volatile week ahead of us. Now let's go straight to the chart and start with our analysis. So we are going to analyze our normal pairs that we usually analyze, the portfolio that we usually follow. That is the USD, the gold, the EURUSD gold, pound card, EURJPY, and USDZAR. So starting with the EURUSD, we are going to start with the monthly time frame. Yes. So from the monthly time frame, we're going to draw the areas of support and resistance near to our price. So you can see that area there. That is a zone. See that there. Also, we can also see this one here, and we have that zone there, right at the bottom there. So is enough. Okay. Now, when you look at the price, you see that we are in an uptrend. We're trending upwards, yeah. But then you can see that the price is currently at this breaker block here. We have a breaker block there. But we also have an order block around here. So the price seemed to have reached and broken this zone here. Then it is now retesting. Last week when we were making this analysis, this candle here was red. But then, as you can see, there was a pullback, so it has wicked. And when we go to the weekly time frame, we'll see that the price is showing like it wanted to reverse, but it came back. It broke this EMA. The 800 EMA was broken and retested. Then you can see that last week has ended with an engulfing candle, very green, which has engulfed this one here. And we see there was already a reset here. So probably the continuation uptrend is imminent. But at this point here, you see also we have this order block here where our price has also retested there. So let's go to the daily time frame and see what is happening in the daily. So in the daily, you can see we have this support area here. So this here was a resistance area which had turned to a support area right there. And right now, what the price is doing is, you can see there is a, you see the price had reached this high here, retested on this order block here. Then it is showing like it is in a momentum down, but we should also notice that we have a pin on the 13 EMA right about there. We have this pin on the 13 EMA right about there. And usually the pins on 13 EMA in a daily time frame signifies a peak reset. So if we go to the alpha and look at the TBIs, you can see we have a very good divergence, sorry. So we have the divergence here forming lower highs, while here it is forming higher highs, signifying that the price is about to reverse. And we can see the pattern being drawn, and we are near there. You can see like it is a head and shoulder pattern trying to be formed. And we have the quarter point here. We have a large quarter point where you can see this price here is simply signifies that it's coming around this area of resistance here. So we can note this area of resistance here, where the price seems like it is coming to this area of resistance, then continuing down. And we can see the downtrend is imminent, but we are looking for where the price is going to anchor before going down. Now we can go to the hour time frame, 1 hour time frame, and look for our levels. So you can see we have a very good peak being formed here, and this peak has taken several days to be formed. Since it has taken several days to be formed, this makes this peak very nice and strong peak. So what we are going to look for here in price is for the price to keep reversing down. So this signifies that the price is going to reverse. So let's just draw idea boxes. So let's remove this one here first. So that is 80, and that there is 81. So that makes this there. Then we have 3 times ADRs going down. So we are going to look for where the price is going to begin its movement before it goes down. So we can see that the 3 times ADR have not been completed. It's actually has completed the first ADR right now. Price is here nicely. 0.12, then is forming it is forming a pattern for continuation down. And since it is the week's beginning, we expect that the price will raid a little bit up to this level here. And if it at all doesn't respect this level, then it will make a liquidity raid to this side here, because we also have an order block here, then continue down. So this is what we expect for EURUSD. Okay, so moving on to the pound card. So if we look at the If we look at the monthly time frame in the pound card, now let's draw the areas of resistance and support. So basically we have those areas there, they're not. So now when we look at this price here, you can see that the price was generally in an uptrend. But when it reached this point here, you can see that the price had started to, the uptrend is weakening and the downtrend seems like it wants to start. So you can see this monthly candle, the way it has engulfed 1, 2, 3 candles prior it. This shows a very good down momentum. And if we go to the weekly time frame, you can see that down momentum is still strong. That bearish momentum is still strong, and you can see that the last week had closed with a week. Now look at this, observe this week here. You can see that this week has pinned on the 13 and the 5 EMA, and its color looks bullish, but the story of this candle seems to be it opened at this area here, went a little bit down, then went up, then the bears came back in, pushed the market down to this point here. So that means still we have a good bearish momentum signified by presence of this candle. So what do we expect here in this coming week? As you can see in our daily time frame, several peaks did we have several peaks on the 13 EMA, and we know that the peaks on 13 EMA signifies when it is in the daily time frame, it signifies a peak reset. So probably here we have a peak reset right at this point here. Now, if we go to the alpha, you can see a peak being formed, but a very beautiful peak being formed by that peak reset. And you can also see here the peak is being formed around the level middle, which signifies that our down momentum is imminent. Now let's look at the area where our price is intending to go first before it continues this the down momentum. So from this peak here, you can see that the price had already gone down. Let's draw our idea boxes. This is 96, 96, 90, so around 97. Okay, so I also should notice that we have a large quarter point here, which might act as one of our targets when we already take that down momentum. Now, where is the price going to go first? Grab liquidity before continuing its continuation down. So if you look at this price, it seems like it has already completed the first ADR and it has made that pullback. So we expect that pullback to come to around the 50 EMA in the R1, the pullback on 50, then continuation down. So if we are to mark, you see, we have an order block around this point here. We have an order block, and that is one of the confluences, but we also have a hesitation zone here around this price here. So this is a good price. We have the EMA, we have the hesitation point, we have the order block. and the bigger. So this is a good price for it's a good point for price reverse from before continuing for its momentum downwards. So you can see in the 15 minutes, that means it might come to pin around the 200 EMA, but again, it might make a liquidity raid to this high here, making equal highs, forming a good M and continuing downwards. So our anticipation for the GBPCAD would be for price to come to around that zone there, then go continuation down. If we go to the EURJPY, so you see in the monthly time frame, we have that up bullish momentum continuing, but as you can see where the price is right now, see there was a good bullish momentum, and we have this high here. Anyway, let's first draw the areas support and resistance near our price. So we have that one there, which has been kind of been broken, but we also had this one here as our nearest point. So if we look above here, we have this wick here. Under normal circumstance, we expect that this the price might be forming some form of equal highs there, then look for a reversal, because you can see that the price is right at this high, breaking this resistance area here. Looking to fill this looking to fill this week, perhaps, and take a bit of liquidity up there to come back down. Now, if we go to the weekly time frame, what do we see? So basically what we have right now is a continuation uptrend. According to the monthly and according to the weekly, we are still having a good bullish momentum. There is no reason to go bearish so far. So if we go to the daily time frame, we can see that the price has actually pinned the 13 EMA, showing that it has formed a peak reset for a continuation upside. So if we go to we see we have the bearish rally, the bearish butterfly, sorry, but what we are looking for, remember, our high time frame thesis we are still buying. So we expect that this price, since it is showing bearish, it is simply coming to look for an area down here where it can take it as a support to continue with the bullish move. Now, if you look at this area, you will see that we have this support here, which has already been retested to become, we have this area of resistance which has already been retested to become a support, and we are exactly at that retesting area, and we also have the hesitation zone there, showing that we have no reason to keep going down, because of course we have this order block here has been tested here, and we don't have too much reason to go down, because we also have this quarter point here which has been broken and retested. So probably this price is looking to complete its bullish move to form a sharp pin here before it makes that reversal. And this reversal, according to the TDI, if it does go and form a sharp pin, it still has not reached the level high, so we still don't have a reason to reverse. Basically, it's going to be a peak reset. So if we go here, we can see, so we have that zone there in the R1 time frame. So we are simply gonna draw our areas from this peak here. We're going to measure the ADR and this peak, where we have the ADR is 100 and 115. So around there. And if we measure it going upward, where is it gonna go? So the first level, second level, and the third level. So we can see that the price has now completed, is almost completing the second level, and is looking to make that pullback before going for the third level. Now, normally, uh, uh, usually the price would look for the 50 EMA before it goes up in the R1. So this, as you can see, where the 50 EMA is, we also have the yesterday's high. Yeah, we have a blue tracer there. So probably, and this blue tracer had been broken and that has not been retested. So probably the price is gonna pull back to this area here, then make a continuation to its upside. So if we go and look at the 30 minutes, see at what the 30 minutes is doing, you can see in the 30 minutes where we have marked, we have a very good area here. So probably our bias for this pair is going to be for it to start with a stop and low to around this area here, then rise. The stop and low around that area there, then rise. Okay, so if we go to the USDZAR, we see here. Now in the USDZAR, this is the exotic pair that we trade on exotic. So if you look at this, at the areas of support and resistance, what we see near to this area, you can see that it is around it was broken, but with this area here, and it's kind of a round there. Then we have that down there, and we have the other one down here. So what the price is doing right now, you can see the price is at this order block here, and it has pinned and it has closed with a doji, and this signifies that the price is about to go to the upside. Now, if it is going to the upside, we have this first area here as our first target, where we have this order block here, where the price might come and hit. But if we look at this structure, it shows that it's like forming a peak right here. There was a good uptrend, but you see the uptrend is like it is coming to an end. But so far what we have our price at that order block there, signifying that we are still going up. I mean, signifying that we are about to go up, because it was a downtrend here, and we already in that order block. We can retested the order block, and you can see how it has closed. So if you go to the weekly time frame, the same has been shown, and you see like it is forming a certain peak around the 200 EMA after retesting that one block. So going to the daily time frame, what do we see? Now in the daily time frame, we can see that the price was in a downtrend, just like how in the higher time frames, the weekly and the monthly we had seen. But then in the daily time frame, we see that the price has actually is actually consolidating and forming. It was formed double equal lows here, double bottoms. It's formed double bottoms, and it is reacting going upwards. But you can see it has already, it is pinning around the 800 EMA. It has formed the pin around the 800 EMA, and we know that the pin around 800 EMA and 50 EMA, this shows a reset, and you can see it has been forming a reset since here. So it is forming a reset for a continuation down. Now, but if we look at this candle close here, despite the fact that it had retested here, but it still has a good bullish body. So let's go to the R4 and see what the R4 time frame tells us. So in the R4 time frame, you can see we are already forming a sharp fin around the MR50. We are forming a sharp fin around the MR50, but where are we coming from? We are coming from this peak here. And we had gone, we have not reached the level low. We actually didn't go to the level low yet. We are just forming, we had been forming several resets around the level middle, similar to what is happening right now. So our anticipation is right now our price is actually forming a reset, and you can see that it is already pinning at the 200 EMA in the R4, and it is right at the it is right at the 800 EMA in the R1. So since this is a peak being formed right here, you can see. Now that means our price would probably come back and form equal highs here. And then that again is going to make a continuation down. This is simply a reset. So if we come to the the 15 minutes time frame, so we see that. So probably our price is going to make this move here. Now it's probably going to be raised to around this area here, extended from that equal high there. Then that's when it's going to continue to make its trend down. If we go back to the, so probably, yes, this zone is okay. So it's just from this one here to here. So around this area here, we expect the price to give us a signal. If it shows, if it at all shows you down trend here, don't trade with slide. And so finishing up with the gold. So going for so looking at the gold, so you see in the monthly time frame, actually the gold has been buying a lot, and right now you see it's forming some few wicks up there. And if we are looking for the areas of support and resistance are not very clear in the monthly time frame, but we can look at them also at the weekly time frame and see if we have clear areas of support and resistance. And if we go to the weekly time frame, we could see several areas of support and resistance near. So we have that area of resistance there, we have that area of resistance there, we have that area of support around there. So we go to the price and look at it, the candlesticks, what we see. So what we see that the price has been consolidated. And right now, it reached this high. It has not broken this high. It has respected it, and it has tested one time, second time, and this is the third time. This looks like a good pattern for it to continue downwards. So right now, according to the monthly time frame, you can see how the candle is. It went up, but right now we see the layers are coming in strong. So if we are looking at if we go to look at the daily time frame, not the EC. So in the daily time frame, there is a trend here. We have a certain trend line here being respected. We can actually draw it. A very good trend line being respected, and it has been respected for several days, very long time. Now, if you look at the close of the last day, you see it was in a downtrend, as we said, the layers are coming in strong, but right now it is almost at this peak. It is almost peaking here at it is forming a peak. It's forming a peak. it is not a peak actually. A week, it is testing there. It wants to test the 50 EMA. So with this, if it tests the 50 EMA, that means it is in a good area where it can form a reset. So testing a 50 EMA in the daily signifies a reset. So if that is so, that means this part here is where our peak reset will be formed. So if our peak reset is formed there, we expect that the next candle to start having a bullish momentum, because also you can see how this candle closed. It closed with a longer wick to the downside, which signifies that the bulls were coming in strong right before the close of that candle. So you can look at this day here and see the price is right forming this shark fin here. The price is forming this shark fin here, but it is forming the shark fin around the level middle, meaning that it is trying to form a peak reset. And if it is trying to form a peak reset, you can see it has left good imbalance here, and we have this good area, this good block here, and the block right there, where we have the 50 and the 13 EMA. So probably this price is in an area where it's gonna pull back and make a peak reset. So not pulling back exactly. It has made a peak here. Yeah. So we expect it to retest around the 200 EMA, because the 200 EMA have been broken but hasn't been retested yet. So if it does retest the 200 EMA, then we expect it to continue with its motion downwards. So we expect a certain pullback to the 200 EMA, which here signifies the 800 EMA. So we expect that since this here has been broken, to be retested. But then if you look at this area here, we had a peak reset, a good peak reset here, and we went now level 230. So now we are looking to go back up, then down. But you see, we expect the price to come to this moving resistance of the 800 EMA, where we also have an order block here. So this is a good place where the price might reset. But also, if you look up, given the fact that we have this blue tracer which had been broken and it has not yet been retested. And at the same time, remember that this is a week beginning, so we expect a certain type of pullback, and you can see it has already finished the head level. So what we would have expected to this price here is that since we expect that this price would come back down here, then go up to this around this area here, where we have an order block, we have the EMA, the 50 EMA right there. So we expect that since this downtrend here has already gone 3 levels, and we can actually bring them. Let's just do it for confirmation. So this was 444 on it's around that one there. That's the first ADR. The second one is and you have the third ADR down there. So you can see we still have a good down momentum. So we expect the price to come and finish the ADR first, right at this level down here. Let's see there. Then after it does that, that's when it will go up and reach this 50 here. So we expect for it to open the week beginning, come back down here, then pull back to this level, then pull back upwards. So that's all with our weekly analysis. I hope you have a very, very profitable week, and please be careful trading the news. We have a very volatile week ahead of us. Thank you very much.